Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Every game feels like a special one in Buenos Aires, even more so perhaps in this neighbourhood of Núñez, famously inhabited by a true heavyweight of South American football, River Plate. We are just getting started. Well, for it, Núñez! Goal! Argentina! An extraordinary start, breakthrough in next to no time.
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Melbourne City finding themselves on it. Núñez! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Roberto Carlos goes short. Ball in towards them. Terrific effort! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Well, they've got it again. Scholes. They get a throw in. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Messi. Vieira. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Roberto Carlos, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And it's Messi. Pirlo. Darwin touches it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Now it's Hazard. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Pirlo. Looking to play him in. Roberto Carlos. Now the chance! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and Read it perfectly.
Argentina are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
And it's Pirlo. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, you can feel the blue touch paper has been well and truly lit here. Everyone expects, in one of the greatest amphitheatres in this part of the world, the Estadio Mas Monumental. So we're very much on the way now.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Looking for the run. Messi gets into a good position. Marcelo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, Mokhtar Dahari was truly a trailblazer for Malaysian football, Jim. So, as a player, what did you consider his most potent weapon?
Well, Peter, it's got to be his speed, which was unmatched. He has the raw pace to beat...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Roberto Carlos.
That was lovely, that.
He has found the way through. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's slick... And a header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Zanetti. Now it's Messi. Now, can they get him away? Pirlo gets over and intercepts. Quarter of an hour played. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Haaland. And it's Lahm. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Knocks it out wide. Roberto Carlos is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Roberto Carlos finding himself in space. He's rising! Goal! Argentina! Certain, searing and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or put...
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Vieira. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Gullit did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Look, the only way of becoming more aware, Peter, is by lifting your head and realising who's where around you.
Ferdinand makes the interception. Looking for a run-up. Ferdinand cuts it out. Messi. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Ooh, perfectly measured. Shot, surely! And he hits the net! And they're threatening to fly away here! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
Argentina are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Oh, that's a key interception. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Hullet. Nedved wins the duel this time. Marcelo. And it's Marcelo. Hoisted in. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Dahari is onto this. Vieira. And he was quick to react. Haaland chasing after it. Argentina looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And here's Haaland. Nicely weighted ball. Can he finish? And it's there! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! And that will surely go. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Señoras y señores, queremos pedirles su apoyo para nuestra Fundación Solidaria, una oportunidad en el fútbol.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer. Getting up there! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Vieira. In towards the back. He leaps for it! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Lahm. Argentina leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Messi ventures forward. Looking for the run. So no flag here. Lahm made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Roberto Carlos delivers the ball. Thuram with the clearance.
Argentina clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Carlos clearly
gets his head on it! And he's stuck it away! And they're threatening to fly away here. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
That is good alertness. Pullet. Good purposeful running this. Now can he find... And the shot! Goal! Right back in the game! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Vietnam cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum...
He's had a shot! In he goes again! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Argentina go up by 2 and are looking good.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Can he get on the end of this? He's in a great position here. Great chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
The muscular approach does pay off here. Argentina looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And he's managed to get free. He's been side down. Is that a penalty? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Zanetti has been sent off. It was deemed a professional foul.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
Just a quick request today for everybody to please...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Milan e Argentina.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle and here we go. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
And here's Roberto, and a header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Over to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Where it came from. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that is well cleared. Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Hazard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Darwin. Hugo Lloris, Jim, undoubtedly one of France's best ever and surely one of the most dependable pairs of hands there've been.
Yeah, and he's been playing at the top level from a very young age, and the qualities that got him there have continued to serve him really well.
Is there a sense in which he belongs to a sort of older generation of keepers?
Well, I think he bridges the gap between the new and the old. He's certainly quick off the mark and commands his box, a bit like a sweeper. But it's fair to say, too, he's not known for his distribution or his ability to build from the back.
And it's Pirlo. Nunez, he is onto this. He's shifting through the gears here. Getting up there! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Guardiola. And he's got away from him. Nunez! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Lovely, now then. And the finish! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Roberto Carlos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Vieira is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Vieira is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Roberto Carlos. Pass is coming off in quick succession here, and he's cut it out. And the counter is on. Just eases him off the ball. Looking to play him in. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Chips it through. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Messi looking understandably energised after his goal. Now it's Haaland. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough. And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And it's been taken short. And here's Roberto Carlos. Tries to play it through. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. Argentina have their third corner. And that's not going to trouble anybody. Milan have the chance to go the other way. And he's forced to go back.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Pirlo. Lahm. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Argentina go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Argentina are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. The second period is on the way. Argentina currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Roberto Carlos. And that's going up front in a hurry. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Now it's Darwin. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. That's going across goal. Azar. Vieira produces the perfect tackle there. Azar, a player who needs no introduction. Now this could be a chance. No way through there. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Argentina just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Marcelo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Pirlo. Darwin being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Threads one in. And this is Roberto Carlos. Hangs one. Towering header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Roberto Carlos plays it short. He's in a great position here. It's a good-looking delivery. Lahm got a long way forward to join the attack. Pirlo is always looking to break lines. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Lahm, oh, good climb! That's a fair try, but just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter, certainly the way he's been playing.
This is a promising build-up. Can he get it through? Baresi promptly onto that, and that is that. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Argentina clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one.
Tries a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Marcelo attempts a clearance. Chance here to counter. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And here's Haaland.
Argentina surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Roberto Carlos. Lahm. Cross needs to be... There's the header! It's a goal! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Argentina are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Tries to pass it through. That's very neat. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Lahm is always looking to play quality balls. And it's Pirlo. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Oh, it's come loose. Pirlo. That's destined for the flank. Roberto Carlos delivers. Pirlo. Hazard charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Il
Pirlo.
quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Great ball if he can get there. And he's certainly onside. Oh, shooting chance! It's a clearance, but not much of one. So that's it. It is all over. Argentina are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Darwin voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from this guy, Jude Bellingham. You don't become a regular at one of Europe's leading teams at 17 unless you're very, very special. And he's the epitome of, if you're good enough, you're old enough.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And no, that was never going to make it. Gattuso. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Haaland. And it's Bellingham. That's Zambrotta. Nagatomo. There's the crossfield ball. Beckham. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Steaming on goalwards. Flings in across. Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far. Lahm just loves to go forward whenever he can. Distributed tidily. Now it's Beckham. Gattuso. That's a good ball out wide. To Thuram. Chooses to go cross-field. And it's Nagatomo. And it's Nagatomo. Nice interception, well timed. That's good running with the ball. Looking for the run. That looks a cracking ball. Haaland unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Vieira is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Oh, what has happened here? That's going to go a long way. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Roberto Carlos goes short. Driven in. And that's the keeper's ball. Portugal are looking to go forward now.
Portugal really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Gattuso, and he's forced to go back. Zambrotta. Nagatomo is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Pirlo. Pirlo. Some really good ball movement. Oh, that was vital. Now it's Hullet. Pinches it off him. And it's Pirlo. This might spell danger. Bellingham. Here's Haaland. Bellingham. Hullet. That has been slung wide. And it's Zambrotta. Gattuso. It's a really well-measured ball. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Pirlo. And that has left him in a heap. Ball's gone out of play. Zambrotta. Now it's Beckham. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. It's not an especially good pass, that. Over to the right flank. Oh, important interception. Gattuso. Bellingham. Thuram does really well to win the ball there. And it's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Haaland. Picked out brilliantly. Gattuso. To Beckham. The referee says that is that for the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. So let's get the ball rolling. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Lahm. And once more he proves rigid and robust. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nagatomo. Bellingham, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Zambrotta. Some good work on the right flank here. Beckham.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Pirlo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Vieira. Now it's Haaland. Haaland, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Zambrotta. Beckham. Looking to play him in. Spread out to the left.
Argentina are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And it's Lahm. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's there to clear it.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Almost an hour gone. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 14. Número 6. Vão dar os seus lugares a...
Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
Pirlo.
And that's a really buccaneering run he's making. Oh, that's nice. Lahm delivers. Thuram can get it clear. Beckham. And it's Zambrotta. Now it's Beckham. Vieira. Desai. Darwin. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And it's Pirlo. To Lahm. Looking for options for movement. Lahm looking to receive it in space. It's their second corner of the game.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 55. Nagatomo. Sai e vai entrar para o seu lugar com o número 9.
Goes for a shot! Corner number 3 coming up. Lahm with the short one. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Nicely shaped ball. Quality ball. Darwin. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Argentina have a free kick. That's destined for the flank. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. So their fourth corner of the game. In towards the back stick.
Argentina clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Beckenbauer receives it in a good... Ibrahimovic! And that's a tidy finish. And late in the day, a telling moment.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have the first goal.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. And it's Azar. Into the last 5 minutes. That's going wide left. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Pings it. He's rising! And that's a good finish. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Certain, searing, and imperious.
He did so well.
It's got in! He's put through his own net!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Argentina benefit. Oh no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So a lead courtesy of an own goal.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
They've played it short.
Foram indicados 6 minutos de compensação.
Desai. Pirlo. It's a pretty loose pass. Argentina awarded another corner.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And it's been taken short. That's going across goal. Oh, it's gone in!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him.